Again, this is Mr. H. I want to thank the Hot 120 staff for inviting me out to talk on the hot topics. I will encourage you all to subscribe, hit the subscribe button below, hit the bell also so you can be notified every time that we put a hot message out. Okay, today we want to talk about something that's trending right now, which is DaMarcus Cousin. Is he the real boogeyman? Or is he just the boogeyman on the court? Many of you don't know that DaMarcus Cousin, we want to say congratulations. He just got married. But in saying that, there's some issues that surround that right now in reference to did he make a terroristic threat to his baby mama? So we are concluding at this time that DaMarcus Cousin has a lot on his mind today. Now, here's how the story plays out. Supposedly, DaMarcus Cousin was getting married a couple days ago. Maybe that happened in the last 72 hours. And he wanted his son to attend the ceremonies. And so he asked the baby mom, which means he's not marrying his son's mother. He's marrying somebody else, Miss Lane. And he asked the baby mom, could the son, which our research shows that the son's name is Amir, or we have concluded from our research that his son's name is Amir. He wanted Amir to attend the wedding ceremony, which is no problem. I mean, you're a dad, you're getting married, and you would want your kid, at least your oldest kid, to be there to witness that. So the request is not something abnormal. The request is not something wrong. But it seems that the baby mom didn't take it too well. Now, we all know who have lived life for a while. We can probably assume that this is an emotional time for her because, long as DaMarcus Cousin was not married, maybe there was a chance that they could get back together. Now that he is married, maybe she's thinking that her chances of getting back with him is over. And so she said no, maybe on those reasons, or she just said no because she was frustrated. Before I go in more detail, let me just show you who our research shows is the baby mama. Now, this is Christy West. For the record, this is supposedly DaMarcus Cousin's son's mother. Okay, based on our research, that's what it shows us. But again, we take everything with a grain of salt. So supposedly this is DaMarcus Cousin's son's mother. Now, the interesting thing about her, you can't find no information on her. She's a very private individual. We were able to get this picture, but even in this picture, you can see that the license plate is scratched out. So she's a very private individual. And she's the one that told DaMarcus no, that the son would not attend. Well, this didn't sit well with DaMarcus Cousin. This is DaMarcus Cousin's baby mom in this picture as well. This didn't sit well with DaMarcus Cousin. Allegedly, he got angry about this. Now, TMZ, not us, TMZ is reporting that there's a phone call out there. Supposedly, there's a phone call out there recorded somewhere where he got frustrated and threatened the baby mama and he supposedly had said some words where he was talking about putting a bullet in her head. Now, this is allegedly. Allegedly, he threatened to put a bullet in her head if she did not let the son come to the wedding. Now, again, we don't put people's in Hot 120. We don't involve kids in the commentary or the documentary because we think that people's children should stay out of it. I did put this picture up just to show. This is a picture that Amir, you see the name Amir there, drew probably in class or somewhere, and it says "Love you, Mom," and I guess that's the mom sitting there on the bench looking at Amir play basketball, and he has some type of aspirations to go to the NBA. This is the only little bit of proof that we have that Amir is DaMarcus Cousins' child. Not that we're trying to say that Amir is not. We believe he is. I'm just showing that this picture shows that this child Amir, that is Christy West's son, has aspiration to go to the NBA, and it could be because he's inspired by his father, DaMarcus Cousin. Now the question becomes, and like I said, and people understand life, it could be that the way DaMarcus Cousin asked the question to the baby mom, or it could be what the marriage actually represented. Whatever it was, or whatever was said, we know that right now DaMarcus Cousin has a lot of things on his mind. And the question becomes, is he truly a boogeyman? Is he somebody that people need to be afraid of? We already know in the court his game is aggressive, he's strong, and things of that nature. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he's aggressive and an angry guy off the court. That could be just his basketball persona as he gets into his game. Here's the thing, though. We can assume a lot of things are on his mind too. He tore his ACL, which means he's not clear to fly yet. And in order to address this warrant that's been put out on him for his arrest, he would have to actually fly to, I believe, Mobile, Alabama. And he's not cleared by the doctor to fly, so he really can't address these issues in reference to the warrant yet. So that's one issue. Number two, if he did make that phone call and it is his voice, and he's the one that said that terroristic threat, and the NBA is saying that they're investigating, they haven't said any other statements on the outside of they're investigating, it can mess his career up, it can mess up his endorsements, it can mess up his finances, it can impact his life in a negative way if he is the one to be found as the person that threatened to put a bullet in her head. Now, that's all allegedly. I wasn't on the phone with him, so we don't know. But again, TMZ said they have a tape, so what you can do is actually go to our Twitter page, okay? So that's Hot 120 Degrees at T120 Degrees Twitter, and you can actually listen to the phone call that's posted there. So it's interesting. Now, the interesting thing is the baby mama just upset with DaMarcus, or she's trying to ruin what he now has? And basically, he is married to Miss Cousins, who was Miss Lane prior to that. And sometimes, and we're gonna be real, sometimes when a man is getting married to a woman, and he was involved with another woman prior, sometimes that don't sit well with the woman that he was involved with prior, especially when it's a child involved. Not saying that DaMarcus Cousin did not threaten her. Allegedly, he's supposed to be the one on the voicemail threatening, right? Or on the phone call threatening. But the timing of all this, there are some stories that he might have threatened her before. Where did that go? And the timing of all this. Why would this happen? It's interesting that if he threatened her before and they really didn't follow up to be anything, and he threatened her now, that now the charges will be pressed right at the moment where he's supposed to be celebrating his life, the moment when he's supposed to be happy, the moment when he's supposed to be enjoying himself, the moment where, he has entered into holy matrimony. Now he has to deal with an issue, dealing with a threat that could lead to domestic violence. a terroristic threat that could lead to a charge that could lead to him losing his career, which is going to impact Amir, the baby mama, because if she the baby mama, I would assume, okay, I don't know for sure, I would assume that she's getting some type of child support. So if DaMarcus can't make any money, he can't take care of Amir, the baby mama, or his wife. So this becomes interesting. The timing of it is interesting. Whether DaMarcus said it or not, that's an interesting conversation. I am interested in your thoughts, your comments. What do you think about it? How you think it played out? Is DaMarcus Cousin a real boogeyman in real life, or is he just a boogeyman on the court? We will give him the benefit of the doubt. We are not judging anyone here. None of the parties are we judging, but we got to put the facts out there. The facts is there's an arrest warrant that has been issued for DaMarcus Cousin in Alabama that he has to address, but he has not been cleared to fly yet, so he hasn't been able to get to Alabama to address it. It has been filed by his so-called baby mama, okay? And got an airplane, helicopter out here flying with us, so you're going to hear the helicopter go over. I'm going to keep it live. We outside, live and direct. So I could have paused, but I don't want to pause. I want you to let you know I'm out in these streets. So we don't know. I would like to. We're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, and hopefully this works out for everybody, and everybody is safe, and DaMarcus can go on and provide for his family, and everybody can get what they need. If this plays out the other way, it doesn't really look good for DaMarcus and his family, his new wife, his son, and the baby mama. So a lot of 3 to 4 people can be hurt in this situation if it plays out the wrong way. So we wish in all parties for the best solution in this situation. Again, we want you to subscribe to our channel, partner with us, and what I mean by that is hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you can be notified every time that we put out the hot topics. Hot 120 degrees, okay? Hit the subscribe button. Costs you nothing. It's free. All you got to do is lift your finger, hit the button, go over there, click the bell, and it's all done. Help us so that we can put out continue to put the content out, continue to create awareness around issues. We thank y'all. I thank the Hot 120 staff. This is Mr. H. Peace.